All right, guys, we are back with the screen team, and I've already got a headache. I can tell that this is going to be a long half hour. I hope you guys are ready for it. I've got the Scots here in the screen team studios. I got Brandon.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
I've got Kim. I've got Carly somewhere in the background, and not only are we going to review movies, but we're also going to be talking about the annual pull tab drive for Brandon and Briar going on next Saturday. So we'll dive into that a little bit, but let's first talk about your first movie. Now, we've had you guys on before, and you guys always pick some interesting films.
Yeah.
One of those films you guys picked was Joe Dirt. I think we did it last year.
Joe Dirt 2.
Will you let me finish?
Yeah, sure.
This is why I have a headache, Brandon.
Okay, my bad.
We did.
That's why I always have it.
We reviewed Joe Dirt last year, and yeah, that was interesting to say the least. So you decided to double down, and we're reviewing Joe Dirt 2. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? Does he still have the
mullet,
mullet and the
It started off wrong, so they went back and put Sweet Home Alabama on it, which was awesome.
It started out wrong.
They start off with another song, so no, we got to roll this puppy out right, so they put on Sweet Home Alabama.
All right, so they made up for their mistake. They got the Skinnerd in there.
Yeah.
What's going on with Joe Dirt? What's his deal? I mean, does he have a family now, or what's up?
Yeah, he's married to the girl from the first movie.
Brandy.
And they have triplets and 3 little girls.
He wanted to name them 383, 400, and a 426 Hemi.
What does that mean?
It's engines. Or they named them Skinner, Def Lep, and AC/DC. But they're like, no.
Nice.
So it's Charlotte, Joanne, and Dakota.
Those aren't bad names. I like those names.
Brandy picked them out.
Brandy's a smart lady.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got triplets. They're married, I'm assuming. Is that correct? What's their deal? I mean, what's going on in this film? Is it just them being parents, or?
No.
He went back in time in a trailer because of tornado in 1965.
You're telling me? Okay, we pulled the Wizard of.
I'm just gonna note, this is by far the worst movie that I have ever watched in my entire life.
That's not
and
true.
I'm 48 years old.
We're gonna get into Grease 2 in a few minutes. So
I ain't done yet.
Please continue, please.
Okay, so he went to this bar and they seen these people playing guitar and like a live band, and the band was called the Wildcats or something like that. It was actually Skinnerd before they were Skinnerd.
Oh, cool.
It was Ronnie Van Zant, Bob, and Don.
Yeah.
And anyway, they went backstage, and sadly, a few years later, they found out that they died in the plane crash, October 16, 1977. So
anyway, to make a long story short, he goes back in time and he's trying to become wealthy.
Okay.
Figure out a way to have more money to support his family, to give them everything that he wished he could give them.
Sure.
I'm not sure why in the beginning he couldn't give them everything. I didn't quite get that. But anyway, he goes back, revisits people, I'm guessing from Joe Dirt 1, which was an okay movie.
Buffalo Bob.
It was like here, so Joe Dirt 2 is like down here.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a horrible movie.
It's hilarious.
And it's just, I don't know. It's he goes back and he revisits all these people, and then he comes across, is it Walken? What's that guy's name?
Christopher Walken.
He plays some ridiculous role in this movie. And he was like, you've got to go back and meet Brandy, or if you don't meet Brandy in this certain time period, then everything's going to change in the future. It's not going to, you're not going to have the family that you have now. And so he's in the process of trying to get back to where he should be and to make everything fall into place. And then it'll kind of come full circle to where he realizes, he doesn't need the money, that he's got the family that, he wants, Sure. It's just...
It's a bad take on It's a Wonderful Life.
I would not know that. I have not seen that movie.
Oh, this interview is getting so better and better.
I heard it was pretty good, though.
Wizard of Oz was awesome. I heard it was all right.
I got to say one more thing. He was driving a 1969 Roadrunner.
All right, you're done talking. Okay. So, Kim, why is this a bad movie? Is it the content?
The comedy is not good.
Okay.
It's very, very corny.
Mm-hmm.
not appropriate for children.
Okay, your children, though, are giving you dirty looks right now.
This one, because he loved it. He laughed throughout the whole thing. I didn't know what it was going to be like before she watched it.
Sure.
And if I would have known what it was like, she wouldn't have watched it. But the language is not good.
Okay. So you don't like it for motherly reasons. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, and it's just corny.
Okay.
It's not funny.
Okay. Brandon, why do you like it so much? Besides the Skinnerd, besides the engines, the 545 block XZ or whatever.
That's pretty much why he likes it.
Is that why you like the movie? Because of those factors?
To me, it has great humor and great put together, and the characters in the last one were put in this one, and I just liked it because there was Skinnerd and old cars and same characters, same comedy, basically. So it's like the same movie, but put on a future concept.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Your friends, 15, 16-year-olds, folks in that area, do you think they'll enjoy this Joe Dirt too?
Yes.
Not happening.
All right. We got a big event going on next week.
Yes.
It's the Pull Tab Drive for Brandon and Briar, and it's happening at the American Legion off PP Highway. What kind of stuff can people expect?
Well, it's going to be from 10 to 2, like I said, at the Legion, and we're going to have a very large silent auction, and we're going to have a raffle. We're raffling off 6 really great items this year. We'll have a bake sale, 50-50 raffle. There's a magician coming down from St. Louis, and he's
live entertainment.
Wonderful
Awesome.
Children's magician, and he does with adults as well. And
I think they said he was one of the top 5 in the U.S., right?
Yeah, very good.
That's great.
And it'll just be a fun-filled day. We're gonna have the ambulance will be there again, the fire department, the smokehouse, and be a fun day for everybody. And bring out their pull tabs.
Cool. Yeah. It's all to benefit the Ronald McDonald House Charities of St. Louis. Yes. So come on out. It's from what, 10 to 2?
10 to 2.
10 to 2, American Legion off of PP Highway in Poplar Bluff. We'll have more with the Scotts next right here on the Screen Team.